Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind. Historical events of 28 June or Journey through Time of 28 June 2025, Saturday. Today's 28 June highlight in history. 1635, Guadeloupe becomes a French colony. 1651, the Battle of Berestechko between Poland and Ukraine starts. 1745, a New England colonial army captures the French fortifications at Louisbourg, New Style. 1776, American Revolutionary War. The Battle of Sullivan's Island ends with the American victory, leading to the commemoration of Carolina Day. 1776, American Revolutionary War. Thomas Hickey, Continental Army private and bodyguard to General George Washington, is hanged for mutiny and sedition. 1778, American Revolutionary War. The American Continentals engaged the British in the Battle of Monmouth Courthouse, resulting in standstill and British withdrawal under cover of darkness. 1797, French troops disembarked in Corfu, beginning the French rule in the Ionian Islands. 1807, Second British invasion of the Rio de la Plata. John Whitelock lands at Ensenada on an attempt to recapture Buenos Aires and is defeated by the locals. 1838, Coronation of Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom. 1841, the Paris Opera Ballet premieres Giselle in the Salle des Pelletier. 1855, Sigma Chi fraternity is founded in North America. 1859, the first confirmation dog show is held in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. 1865, the Army of the Potomac is disbanded. 1870, the US Congress establishes the first federal holidays, New Year Day, July 4th, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. 1880, Australian bushranger Ned Kelly is captured at Glenrowan. 1881, the Austro-Serbian alliance of 1881 is secretly signed. 1882, the Anglo-French Convention of 1882 marks the territorial boundaries between Guinea and Sierra Leone. 1894, Labor Day becomes an official US holiday. 1895, the United States Court of Private Land Claims rules James Reavis' claim to barony of Arizona is wholly fictitious and fraudulent. 1896, an explosion in the Newtown Coal Company's twin shaft mine in Pittston, Pennsylvania, results in a massive cave in that kills 58 miners. 1902, the US Congress passes the Spooner Act authorizing President Theodore Roosevelt to acquire rights from Colombia for the Panama Canal. 1904, the SS Norge runs aground on Hazelwood Rock in the North Atlantic 430 kilometers, which is about 270 miles northwest of Ireland. More than 635 people died during the sinking. 1911, the Nakhla meteorite, the first one to suggest signs of aqueous processes on Mars, falls to Earth, landing in Egypt. 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria and his wife Sophie are assassinated in Sarajevo. This is the casus belli of World War I. 1917, World War I, Greece joins the Allied powers. 1919, the Treaty of Versailles is signed, ending the state of war between Germany and the Allies of World War I. 1921, Serbian King Alexander I proclaims the new constitution of the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes, known thereafter as the Vidovdan Constitution. 1922, the Irish Civil War begins with the shelling of the four courts in Dublin by Free State forces. 1926, Mercedes-Benz is formed by Gottlieb Daimler and Carl Benz, merging their two companies. 1936, the Japanese puppet state of Mengjiang is formed in northern China. 1940, Romania ceds Bessarabia and northern Bukovina in the Soviet Union after facing an ultimatum. 1942, World War II, Nazi Germany starts its strategic summer offensive against the Soviet Union, codenamed Case Blue. 1945, Poland's Soviet Allied Provisional Government of National Unity is formed over a month after VE Day. 1948, Cold War. The Tito-Stalin split results in the expulsion of the League of Communists of Yugoslavia from the Comintern. 1948, boxer Dick Turpin beats Vince Hawkins at Villa Park in Birmingham to become the first black British boxing champion in the modern era. 1950, Korean War. Suspected communist sympathizers between 60,000 and 2 lakh are executed in the Bodo League massacre. 1950, Korean War, packed with its own refugees fleeing Seoul and leaving their 5th Division stranded, South Korean forces blow up the Hangang Bridge in an attempt to slow North Korea's offensive. The city falls later that day. 1950, Korean War. The Korean People's Army kills almost 1,000 doctors, nurses, inpatient civilians, and wounded soldiers in the Seoul National University Hospital massacre. 1956, the Poznan workers from HCP factory go to the streets, sparking one of the first major protests against communist government both in Poland and Europe. 1964, Malcolm X forms the Organization of Afro-American Unity. 1969, Stonewall riots begin in New York City, marking the start of the gay rights movement. 1973, elections are held for the Northern Ireland Assembly, which will lead to power sharing between Unionists and Nationalists in Northern Ireland for the first time. 1976, the Angolan court sentences US and UK mercenaries to death sentences and prison terms in the Leander trial. 1978, the United States Supreme Court in Regents of the University of California v. backed bars quota systems in college admissions. 1981, a powerful bomb explodes in Tehran, killing 73 officials of the Islamic Republican Party. 1982, the Aeroflot Flight 8641 crashes in Mazar, Belarus, killing 132 people. 1987, for the first time in military history, a civilian population is targeted for chemical attack when Iraqi warplanes bombed the Iranian town of Sardash. 1989, on the 600th anniversary of the Battle of Kosovo, Slobodan Milosevic delivers the Gazimestan speech at the site of the historic battle. 1997, Holyfield Tyson to Mike Tyson is disqualified in the third round for biting a piece of Evander Holyfield's ear. 2001, Slobodan Milosevic is extradited to the ICTY in The Hague to stand trial. 2004, Iraq War. Sovereign power is handed to the interim government of Iraq by the Coalition Provisional Authority, ending the US led rule of that nation. 2009, Honduran President Manuel Zelaya is ousted by a local military coup following a failed request to hold a referendum to rewrite the Honduran constitution. This was the start of the 2009 Honduran constitutional crisis. 2012, the United States Supreme Court upholds the constitutionality of the Affordable Care Act's individual mandate in National Federation of Independent Business v. Sebelius. 2016, a terrorist attack in Turkey's Istanbul Ataturk airport kills 42 people and injuries more than 230 others. Your daily dose of wisdom ends here, but the journey never stops. Thank you very much for your patience. Please like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel.